Ladies and gentlemen, we've got some insane news for you guys tonight. First, Air Canada Boeing caught on fire after takeoff, raising serious concerns and questions about f***ing safety. Next, in New York City, illegal immigrants block traffic demanding the end of ICE. How could this be? How could they get away with this? Next, Joe Biden is in hot water for plagiarizing Ronald Reagan during a speech in Normandy, France. And children are destroying murals by playing on scooters. And so much more. And then we have this lady to finish with the icing on the top. This is the Derek O'Shea Show.
Welcome to the revolution.
All right, I got a little something for you. A little something for the days. Yeah. Yeah. Welcome to the Friday night with the Derek O'Shea. Oh my God, with the Derek, I'm gonna kill him. We've made it through another week. And that's worth celebrating. Listen, whether you're faced with challenges, face them head on. Conquer new goals. Tonight is for you. Tonight's for you. Embrace the victories. Learn from the setbacks. Oh, they're coming. Setbacks are always coming. And remember that every day is a step forward. Let's raise a glass, whatever you're drinking. Here's to the weekend. We're recharging and coming back stronger next week takes place. Stay positive, my friend. Stay driven. And enjoy every moment. Welcome to the show that is about other shows and the positive clips I can find on the internet. Hope you're having a great night and enjoy the rest of the show. Okay. What's up, everyone? Yeah, a little sexy music. What's up, Valerie? What's up, Junior? Is that guy in Duck Dynasty? Check out the beard. Wait, Duck Dynasty? Are you talking about which guy you're talking about? Are you talking about me? Yeah. Nobody gets Duck Dynasty. The MC, dude, okay. I just want to acknowledge, this might be the most insane video I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, baby, that food was so good.
Oh, yeah, Memphis. So weird, Memphis.
Oh, I can't wait to get home with you tonight, baby. What's going on there?
What?
What you saying? Do something.
That's a big boy. Oh, why was I with Junior? Turn him up, Bible. Oh, look at the leg. Where he going? Bible, hold on. Where he going? Bible, let me in,
This is my favorite video ever.
Oh, let go. Look at that leg. Do that ball, oh, let go. Boom. That boy the man. Turn him up.
The shoes. It's the church shoes for me. God. Hey, we all got to make money somehow. Am I right? He's born with TDS, needs a Pinky from the start. Whoa, I'm drinking Topo Chico. That is creepy. It's amazing. How are you guys doing? Freaking Friday, man. I'm feeling good on this Friday, except for when I saw this video. What the hell? What the is happening with airplanes in today's world? I know we did a story a couple weeks ago talking about how Boeing has this new problem where there's a potential for it to actually cause fire in the air. Which is exciting to me because if you already have a fear of flying, now wait till you feel how you feel now. God, ruined that one for myself. Watch this plane just combust while taking off. It's something to be beholden. I'm just having a good day. Oh my God, what the fuck?
Holy crap. Got an engine fire. Holy shit. Holy shit.
Yeah, holy yeah, holy yeah. Yeah. I am never flying again. Never again. I can't. And every climate change activist says,
I'm gonna come.
Dude, I'm never getting on a plane again. We're screwed. If you get on a plane at this point, I mean, I am getting on a plane in a few weeks. I'm just like hoping and praying every time, just taking off. This is a 777, so it's not even the Maxes. We're just screwed no matter what plane you freaking get on. Lots of soiled underwear on that flight. Dude, can you imagine? Can you imagine being on this flight and you're about to get on the flight and you're thinking, you know, I've heard all the stories going around about Boeing. I just don't know if it's a right-wing conspiracy thing. You know, maybe it's not going to happen to me. It always happens to other people. And then you start taking off and you're just having a good time. You're starting to put your headphones off. You may be still playing on your phone because you're like, you know what? I can play on my phone before it takes off. There's no rules about that. Don't try to put me in a box. And then all of a sudden you look out the window and you're like, you're just like losing your mind. My mother is definitely afraid of flying, and I am going to be sending her this video. Send this video to your nearest friend that is contemplating whether to ever step on an airplane again after everything they're reading. And the new 2 Boeing whistleblowers that just recently came out that said that they don't fear their life, maybe they should start fearing their lives. She died when going back and boosted. Dude. I feel like at this point, if you're going on a Boeing flight, you just need to bring your Depends with you. Just bring them in case. Just bring them in case. Because this... we read that story last week about saying there's a chance it could catch fire in air. And I thought, yeah, that's pretty intense. We're probably at the point where it's like, it's going to take a full explosion in air for actual change to happen in this industry. But now actually seeing it with my eyes, now it's a little eye-opening. It's a little freaky. I've heard lots of people are now demanding an older white pilot. Yeah, I'm hearing all the jokes about saying that when you walk on a plane, you look at the elbows on the flight. That's so messed up. But I think we all have been there. We also use Boeing, by the way. Oh, you use Boeing in Russia? Well, thanks for using American-made products that promote DEI. Speaking of DEI, big shout out to Joe Biden and his entire team. A big shout out to Joe Biden and his entire team of speechwriters, because I don't know how they came up with this incredible speech from Normandy. Now sit back and relax and remember that this could potentially be the next president of the United States, ergo, still the president some f***ing way. Here's Joe Biden giving a speech.
At last, the hour had come. Dawn, 6th of June, 1944.
At dawn on the morning of the 6th of June, 1944,
225 American Rangers arrived by ship, jumped into the waves and stormed the beach.
225 Rangers jumped off the British landing craft and ran to the bottom of these cliffs.
Gunfire rained above them, but still, they kept coming. Nazi grenades thrown from above exploded against the cliffs, but still, they kept coming.
The Rangers looked up and saw the enemy soldiers, the edge of the cliffs, shooting down at them with machine guns and throwing grenades. And the American Rangers began to climb.
They launched their ladders, their ropes, and grappling hooks, and they began to climb.
They shot rope ladders over the face of these cliffs and began to pull themselves up.
When the Nazis cut their ladders, the Rangers used the ropes. When the Nazis cut their ropes, the Rangers used their hands.
When one Ranger fell, another would take his place. When one rope was cut, a Ranger would grab another and begin his climb again.
And inch by inch, foot by foot, yard by yard,
Word by word.
Rangers literally clawed their way up this mighty precipice until at last they reached the top.
Soon, one by one, the Rangers pulled themselves over the top.
They breached Sisler's Atlantic Wall, and they turned in that one effort the tide of the war that began to save the world.
And in seizing the firm land at the top of these cliffs, they began to seize back the continent of Europe.
I don't know if that is bad or this. Every time I watched this yesterday and I thought it was funny, but the more times I continue to watch this clip, it just shows how insane of a position we are as Americans at this point. Like, it just shows how crazy the fact that this is our freaking president. This clip. He just turns around. Look at my man right here. He's like, where the f are you turning to, bro? What are you watching? Even she's like, what the f is happening? And this guy too is giving that look of, it's just, how is this guy the freaking president? It just gets worse. The more I watch it, the better it gets. Even Jill's like, should I turn around? Is he, what is he looking at? Everyone's looking forward. Macron has obviously gotten the word of, you
don't make Joe Biden look bad.
And because if you make Joe Biden look bad, then he won't win the next election. So if he turns around, if he poops his pants, you're pooping your pants too. You are going to mirror the f***ing president. You're going to mirror everything he does. Even if it doesn't make any logical sense, you will do it.
And this is live now.
Just keep watching. You know, I will give Joe Biden credit here. He does turn around and he doesn't turn back. Like, he doesn't say like, oh, I messed up. He's such in his own world that he's like, I'm going to stick this. Everyone is faced the wrong way except for me. I'm in the right here. I'm the one. He's like in Britain and he's still driving like on the right side of the road in the American streets. He's like, everyone is on the wrong side of the road except for me. It's 2024. What's happening? Macron's wife has a face like a guy from Beauty and the Beast. Oh, don't you dare say. She does have a lot of orange makeup on. You Donald get your makeup from the same fucking place or what, bro? She goes to a lot of tanning beds, and we support that. It's 2024. I love it. Like these, like World War II veterans, you know, old guys are looking at Joe Biden and his cognitive decline right here, and they're like, "Dude, what the f- are you doing, bro? What the f- are you? What is happening?" Even Macron makes a little smirk right there. It's just, how can you vote for this guy? You know? How can you confidently say that this guy has everything together? You can't. Is he bald? Who are you talking about? Joe Biden? Yeah, Joe Biden's worth like hundreds of millions of dollars. Go to Turkey and get a wig like the rest of us. I don't want to. If you're rich, you shouldn't be bald. Go to Turkey, go to America, pay $20,000. You could have hair for the rest of your fucking life. Did he marry that tan mom? Remember her? Yes. Yeah, didn't he like have a fling? I remember the thing with Candace Owens talking about his, is that the aide or babysitter? I don't remember. I didn't really get too much into it. What's going on, Willie? How you feeling? Our country is killing it. We have a president that is plagiarizing speeches, and then we have a president that doesn't even know where to look, because this is the world in which we deserve to live. This is what happens when people keep their mouths shut and idiots just stay in power. And more people look at government and say, I would never work that job because that job's full of idiots. Well, now we're reaping what we sowed. Is that the teacher Macron's wife? I think so. Macron teacher wife. Baguette Macron. Baguette, a former teacher known as a French former teacher known for being the wife of Emmanuel Macron. Yeah, I think she was like a teacher at one point, or his teacher at one point. I think she's older than him, right? When she was, what year was she born? Okay, she's 71. Macron age 46. Dang. His wife is 71 and he's 46. Ew.
I'm gonna come.
Gross, dude. Gross. Does she have like a lot of money or something? You should never have an older wife of that much more in age if she doesn't have lots of wealth. Ew. That is just gross. God, it's like marrying your mom, dude. Ugh. That's a 25-year difference. 25 years. She taught him. I know. But I I knew about this. I knew about how she taught him at some point. But, putting two and two together, Macron being 46 years old, marrying a 25-year age gap. If my wife ever turns 71, she's gone. Yeah, I know. That's what I told my wife too. If you ever get older than me, you're done. You should always be younger than me. 25-year difference? Dear God. That's rough, man. That is depressing. It was after school, like a bass program. Freaking bass. This tweet.
You're a lying dog-faced pony soldier.
No, you are. This tweet right here. This tweet by Hillary Clinton is absolutely ridiculous. 8
years ago, thousands of brave
Americans fought to protect democracy. On the shores of Normandy, this November, all we have to do is fucking vote. Because Donald Trump is literally Hitler. He's basically putting people in concentration camps. Not a joke, people. He's basically on methamphetamine. Not a joke. They're the same people. When you vote, this is how, like, they're so off their rocker. They're so off their rocker about what is going to happen in November that they're like, okay, messaging's not working. Joe Biden clearly is not working. Donald Trump is still winning, even though he's a fucking felon. What are we supposed to do? Let's really drive in the point that he's fucking Hitler. 8 years ago today, thousands of brave Americans fought to protect democracy. They're ruining the word racism. They're ruining the word democracy as we speak. I love it. Everything's democracy. Everything. Yeah. All the brave men and women that died on the shores of Normandy, I'm sure would look at a tweet like this and go, thank you for standing up for us. We were protecting democracy. When the thing was going down and bullets were flying at our head, we prayed that Hillary Clinton would one day use our bodies and our minds for a tweet like this. Is there anything that Kamala, they're the same person. Is there anything that Hillary Clinton does or doesn't do that isn't fucking cringe? Everything she does is cringe. I'm just chilling in Cedar Rapids. She's also limited at her messages. Yeah, she is. I love that. Yeah. I love that no one can reply. Not no, not no, not nobody. Everyone that responds to her tweets are like, she's a pig. I'm voting for an outlaw. Ben Shapiro. What an enormously stupid, vile comment. I love when, like, am I the only one that loves, like, conservative podcasters when they, like, act outraged? It's almost as funny to me as when liberals act outraged. It's like, are you really this outraged by a stupid Hillary Clinton tweet about Normandy? Of course she's going to use Normandy to make stupid Americans believe that this November, when they go to the voting box, they're not voting for Donald Trump or Joe Biden. They're voting for Joe Biden or fucking Hitler. Of course she's using Normandy for that. Ben knows about Hitler. Trump is not Hitler, and voting is not storming the beach under a hail of machine gun fire to free millions from the tyranny of Nazis. Oh, yes, it is, Ben. Have you ever stood in a voting line and not been given water? These right-wing conspiracy theorists are not allowing. And what if I forget my voter ID? Ben Shapiro is 4'1" and lives. Don't you dare say that. How can they be so tone deaf? The communist doesn't share any of the values, says Jesse Kelly. To the elite communists, America is just a bank vault to be looted. Of course it is. To the street communists, it's an evil to be destroyed. Nothing stirs these people when they see patriotism. This lady has been in politics all her life and still has no skill or instincts. I think sometimes I need to start acting more outraged in order to get more views or something. I am outraged by what Hillary Clinton did. I am surprised that she would stoop to those standards. Hillary Clinton, the woman that will let Americans die if she needs necessary, and take out world leaders if she says it's not on the okay to be alive. That woman and maybe all these random people that are dying around them have nothing to do with them. That woman, how dare she? I thought she was above that kind of stuff. When did Democrats stoop so low? If I was Ben Shapiro, I'd buy myself those lifty Ron DeSantis boots. Where do you get those? I need some. I'm only 3'8" on a good day. What is democracy in a republic? Not that much, really. What is democracy if you can't vote for the candidate you want? Oh, you want to vote for that person? Oh, we're going to put him in jail. Oh, are you going to vote for a f***ing felon? Are you serious? This video, too. You thought, like, today... Sometimes people think Friday news segments are not insane or pretty chill. And they're pretty... Sometimes the biggest stuff gets dropped on Friday because they hope that no one sees it. Hillary has bigger body count than Hitler. Hillary. What about Putin, Valerie? What? Say it next, huh? Yeah. Yeah. Hillary. I like that word. All right. Here's a video of illegal immigrants, aka migrants, get it right, that are blocking traffic in NYC. And they're demanding an end of immigration and customs enforcement. We're not citizens. We have rights. We have rights. We demand the end to ICE. Oh, NYC. What did Eric Adams say? Kansas doesn't have culture like us. We have culture. You know, where illegal migrants take over entire f***ing streets and march for rights they don't even f***ing have. It's incredible the amount of gall, to go to a country, to illegally enter a country, then immediately start demanding that you be fed, paid, and given free f***ing housing. And then go to the streets and demand policy change? Who are these people? Where did they come from? Where are the people that when they come to America, they're like, oh, I'm so happy to be in the land of the free and the brave. I'm thankful to be a part of this. How can I assimilate into this wonderful country? How can I be a part of these wonderful people? How can I make a difference with the things that I can bring to the table? No. It's, what are you doing for me? I need this more. I want this more. I need this more. And maybe all the videos that I see are only skewed to one side of the aisle, that only the most privileged illegal migrants are marching. But this is very commie of them. We demand. You can't demand. God. You're lucky that Republicans are so weak, you are going to end up being American citizens. These people aren't going anywhere. There's no way. I don't believe any politician that says they're going to deport a single one. What are these? There's a little fist. Love that. Little fist. Little commie. Ooh, another fist. Little workers. Soros is like, we'll pay you guys. Will you guys go ahead and start marching? It's the summer of love. We need to get it going again. We need an emergency to usher in Joe Biden back in president. The bird flu's not happening like we hoped it would. Now we need to have some unrest with these illegal f***ing migrants. Willie says, I'm happy for NYC. They want this. Exactly. Exactly. Look, I have some of my libtard friends that live in some of these very liberal-centric places. And when they start bitching about crime and stuff, I'm just like, you voted for this. This is what you want. Texas sent all these migrants our way. Yeah, it's Texas' fault. I thought we were the same country. No, it's those evil Republicans. But we're also a sanctuary city. So your sanctuary up into a point? like the rest of the country. And when the Texas says, hey, we can't house any of these people, get out, they need to go somewhere else. And you're like, we're a sanctuary city, we'll take anyone. And now you're mad about it. Why is it that every policy by the left, by liberals, as soon as they have to live under what they want, they all of a sudden don't want their utopia. They all of a sudden are reaping what they sow. The minute they have to live with it. I'm for unions. I'm for the right to work. Okay, then get to work. No, I want to stay home and collect my check. Shut the fuck up. I literally hate all their guts so bad. Like if you like illegally enter a country and then you already have the chutzpahs, to use a term, to go and march in the streets like this, I don't want you in this country. I don't. You're going to be a problem. You're not going to be helpful. You're not going to like make our streets safe. You're not going to, look out for Americans. You're going to be looking out for your own people. And it's not American citizens. Leech. These people have no self-respect. If I wanted to go to Russia, I wanted to go to Germany, I would want to assimilate. I would want to know the culture. I would come in a little meek. I would try to understand things before I just start raising my voice. I'm here to make changes. I've been here for a month. Shit sucks. Nothing but troublemakers. Biden would not be able to march even. Yeah, where's Biden? Why isn't the Biden administration marching with these heroes? Wouldn't you do? And again, if I was in Venezuela and I had the capacity to leave and break into a country as great as this, I would do it. Sure, I would do it. But I also wouldn't act like this. I would be like trying to get a job, trying to live in this freedom culture. I would be waving my American flag and trying to assimilate the best I can. I'd probably get a MAGA hat day one. I don't have any patience with any Democrat that complains about life. I struggle with that too. Especially the ones that are just like so quick to tell you that inflation is totally fine. Like, no, it's not. There's nothing about inflation that's fine. Well, if you look at the markers. I just saw the new jobs report about how USA just added all these new jobs and they're celebrating it. People aren't breaking down the difference, how many full-time jobs versus part-time jobs. Like we've always said, there's people out here in this world that are working 2 part-time jobs. And so Joe Biden's being like, oh, look, we just added 2 jobs. Oh, I hate how statistics you could just say whatever you want. That's like the most annoying thing about politics is that how they just lie to your freaking face. Many of those illegals are voting for Trump. Yeah, hopefully. Yeah. If you're an illegal citizen and you're Catholic and you're not voting for Trump, what is your freaking problem, dude? Biden just defunded 223 animal shelters because there's no money. Those animals will die on the streets, but leeches demand to pay for their lives. Yeah. Well, Fauci's probably going to fund those so they can start testing on them. Speaking of testing, nothing is more testy than this. I have really sad news. Somber news on this Friday night. Multiple arrests were made Wednesday night. Thank God. At a newly painted Pride crosswalk mural. Howard Street and Spokane Falls Boulevard, which is downtown in Spokane, Washington, were closed on Wednesday for the repainting. Oh, sorry. You can't drive on the street anymore. We're closing it down because we have to repaint it because it's part of our freaking religion. And the roads were reopened Thursday. Thank God.
Just hours after workers repainted the downtown Pride mural, police say it was defaced again. And police arrested 3 teenagers.
How could teenagers deface an LGBTQ plus flag. What are these teenagers thinking? This is the ultimate sin.
For purposefully creating skid marks on the new mural last night. KREM 2's Nicole Hernandez spoke with someone who saw it happen.
On a block rife with LGBTQ support, the voice of the few
Hold on.
has been loud.
Hold on. If you are easily triggered by stuff like this, just be forewarned. This is going to be literally the most disturbing video you'll see this week. Not a joke. Not a joke. Okay, here we go. I'm nervous.
Recently.
It was really sad and disappointing.
Kaylee Gaines McGee has worked at Atticus on Howard for 5 years.
And there you go.
Oh my
so
God.
she's seen all the support.
I used to live in Spokane. I used to love going to Atticus Coffee. I haven't seen this yet. Oh, I used to love going there. All the libtards worked there, but it was good coffee because conservatives don't know how to make good coffee. Okay, here we go.
Our shop in this street is so welcoming to everyone.
But she's also seen the hate.
It was definitely deliberate.
Most recently, Wednesday evening, while sitting on a
You mean they just like went on there and started skid marking? It's like Joe Biden's underpants. Ugh.
Doherty's patio.
We all looked over and just saw this group of teenagers like deliberately making marks and scratch marks with their Lime scooters.
And saying
just all
MAGA country?
around.
Several witnesses confronted the group and called police.
We're not going to sit by as we watch people deliberately commit a hate crime.
Right.
In
We
the
literally beat the shit out of them. Bunch of 40-year-old people beat the shit out of 12-year-olds. Don't you dare put skid marks on our worship idols. These are our idols, and we're going to worship the shit out of them, okay? Get used to it.
the middle of downtown.
After looking at security footage, officers arrested 3 teenagers. 2 are minors.
Somebody went through security footage.
Okay, just checking everything I can.
Let me just go through a few more. Can we play back clip 13? I want to double check. Oh, there they are. Let's tell their mothers.
God. These people are so ridiculous. We went through security footage. We brushed the entire place for fingerprints. We tracked down every electric scooter that you could rent on the street, and we found out who it belonged to. We will get down to the bottom of these children going around and thinking it's cool that you can just go around and make f***ing skid marks on things. I'm so glad that there are women like this in America to keep these mean streets safe. These crybabies burn the American flag? Yeah, well, that's different. We don't worship America. We worship this. Okay? It's 2024. You think that being American is important? It's not. Being LGBTQ plus friendly is more important than being pro-America. Pro-America equals white supremacy. Being pro-America, you might as well tell yourself you are Hitler in disguise. Not a joke. Not a joke.
I'm gonna come.
Okay, here we go. Back to Karen.
After looking at security footage, officers arrested 3 teenagers. 2 are minors, and one is 19-year-old Ruslan Turco.
You are charged with 1 count.
I'm sorry if you're easily triggered by this. Don't look at this evil person's face. Oh my God, look at him. Unreal. You think you could just go around putting skid marks places? What's wrong with you? Huh? Talking to you. You think you just go around skid marking LGBTQ flags? Huh? Not in Spokane. Not in Spokane. If you're gonna do on a flag, do it on an American flag, especially a MAGA flag. Unreal. Unreal. Okay, here we go. And so if you're easily triggered and you need to pause this or take a step back, I totally understand. It's a very over-emotional timepiece. Okay. Don't look at this evil killer's face.
Charged with 1 count malicious mischief.
Turco had his first appearance in court this afternoon. The judge released him under the condition he doesn't go near the crosswalk or the other teenagers.
God, can you imagine being this kid? Can you imagine just being a teen, a 19-year-old doofus? You know, I know these libtards like to think that teenagers are like, they should be voting and we should take them seriously and we should ask them about tax codes or what their thoughts are on global politics or geopolitics. We need to understand the mind of a 19-year-old. And this 19-year-old's just like, hey, dude, wouldn't it be sick to do some skid marks? Oh, it really shows up on the flag. That's sick. And now he's like facing prison time. Do we live in a free country? No. Because the fascists think that you're the fascist. What a wonderful way of viewing the world, isn't it? To be a fascist and then call everyone else a fascist, so you don't actually have to address your own fascism, your own authoritarianism. Why would I do that? Okay, back to this 19-year-old finally facing the death penalty. Prison time's not enough. Give him the chair. I don't want to see this kid on my streets ever again. His big thing is that he's not allowed near the street again. God, they give him a freaking suit and everything. I'm sure he has handcuffs on under the table as well. And they shamed him by putting him all over the news because he's not a freaking minor. God, I hate them so much. I hate the left. They're like just the most evil, insane human beings. What does she think? What do you think is gonna happen? Huh? What do you think? You're gonna put this in the middle of the street and not think some teenager, you tell a teenager, you're not allowed to touch this. Don't touch that. Don't put skid marks on it. Don't ruin this. Don't deface this. Do not deface this. He's gonna do it. Don't say that word. Don't touch this thing. Don't do that. That's bad boy stuff. And he's like, what's wrong with just like making some sick skid marks, bro? Noam Chomsky's rules for the radical states to always blame your enemy for what they are doing. Love that, 100%. All right, here we go. Back to this evil human being. Basically Hitler.
Like right in the middle of downtown.
After looking at security footage, officers arrested 3 teenagers. 2 are minors, and one is 19-year-old Ruslan Turco.
You are charged with 1 count malicious mischief.
Turco had his first appearance in court this afternoon. The judge released him under the condition he doesn't go near the crosswalk or the other teenagers.
Never again.
Prosecutors, though, had asked the judge to set a $15,000 bond since that's how much it costs to repaint the mural.
The community really came together to raise the money for them to be able to do it before the parade on Saturday.
Now this vandalism just hours after that repaint and only a few weeks after someone else set fire to the mural.
It sucks to be reminded.
They put skid marks on it and then they repainted the whole thing. You were literally asking people to just go back over it.
In moments like this, that there are still people out there that, have hate in their hearts for other people.
Oh God, yeah. If anybody is going to deface this mural, it has to be because they hate gay people. That can be the only justification for an act like this. That's the only justification. And when graffiti artists ruin my walls on my beautiful cities, I know it's because people that do graffiti hate walls. Everyone knows that. They're wall haters. Think about when you're gonna think.
So, yeah.
But Kaylee wants everyone to know the love outweighs the hate here on Howard and through the entire city.
Yeah. The love outweighs the hate, and that's why we're giving the kid 25 to life. God. Yeah. Don't make me ruin your life for doing something so silly, because the love is not being empathetic nor showing forgiveness. It's retribution. It's ruining people's life, and it's bringing about God's justice on their lives. I think you're just gonna go around Ruining murals? Not in my neighborhood.
And Nicole Hernandez, Crime 2 News.
And now to our night beat with a quick look at today's top stories. Today, it is now a felony to deface a public symbol of pride in Washington. The state's law redefined what is considered a...
What the Wait, he just like said that so nonchalantly. As today, it's a federal, it's a freaking felony. If you're 19, above age, 18, you're on a scooter, you're on your bike, and you decide to do a burn skid mark. What if man, when I was a kid, we would be on bikes and we'd be hauling butt, and then we would just clutch that brake and just make skid marks because it looked awesome. And as a kid, I'd be like, dude, that'd be sick. I'll do it against the rainbow colored thing on the street. It wasn't about being anti-gay. It was about being awesome. But thank God it's a felony. God, it's amazing. When Democrats want to get something accomplished, they do it. And the Republicans are like, I can't believe Democrats would push this kind of authoritarian agenda. Wow, they're really taking our rights away. It's a step in the wrong direction. Blah, 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 blah. Nothing will happen. I'm going to bitch about it. Put me on Fox 5. Okay, one more time about this felony.
Pride in Washington. Today's top story. Today, it is now a felony to deface a public symbol of pride in Washington. The state's law redefined what is considered a hate crime to include the defacement of public property. It comes as a barrier surrounding that.
Yeah, we're going to continue to redefine what it means to be hateful. God, I hate these people so much.
Pride sidewalk, or crosswalk rather, in downtown Spokane come down. The rainbow has become a target for vandals who have thrown paint, left black skid marks, and most recently set fire to that mural. So starting today, any defacement of that mural could result in... But if you want to
go down and take some of our historical figures, like the person that discovered Washington, then you can go ahead and do it. But if you want to deface an LGBTQ mural during Pride Month, you're going to fucking prison forever.
A harsher penalty under the new law. Now the crime is punishable by up to 5 years in jail and up to a $10,000 fine.
5 years? 5 years? 5 years? Oh my God. Court documents show that one of the witnesses confronted the young teens. One of the minors shouted, "You go to hell." A different witness also heard the suspect group say F you, according to court documents. Court documents state that the different witnesses saw the teens revving and intentionally scooting their tires over the murals. Yeah, scooting. Okay, it doesn't end there though. Okay, folks? We're not going to end there because I'm not going to show you this whole thing again, obviously. But there's a new video going around. This guy from KHQ Local News in Spokane, Washington, has clips of new vandals. Yes, Willie, a felony. You heard that right. And here, this Adam guy, I like the redhead libertarian. Shout out to redheads everywhere. Why are you filming little boys, Adam? Is always a good question to be asked. But a group of 5 to 6 kids just started doing donuts and creating skid marks on the Pride mural. Adam, they're doing it in support of Joe Biden for doing the same in his pants. Right in front of me, as we were reporting on 3 people getting arrested for doing the same thing last night. God. Now it's like if you want to join the gang, bro, you want to join my gang? I need you to go to the city and get on a scooter and do some fucking skid marks, bro. That's the only way you have to join the gang. And to get out of the gang, you have to paint over the whole thing. This guy just films these kids. You know what, Adam? I'm on your side. They were literally screaming, I hate the gays. While they were saying this is fucking MAGA country. They're just scooting around. And the kid does like one tiny little, like, it looks like he's about to run into his friend and then he slams on the brakes to make sure he doesn't run into, or most importantly, he did it on purpose. He was literally on his scooter and he decided to deface the god of our country, the LGBTQ flag. Unreal. And these kids better not get away with it. I want these kids hunted down and put in prison for the rest of their lives. I want them next to Donald Trump. Get rid of these kids that are ruining murals. It's just the level of fabricated outrage about kids doing silly things on murals is just so dumb. I can't join them in their outrage about some kid defacing murals. And are they defacing it because they hate it, or are they just doing it because they're dumb kids? And even if they do hate it, who cares? Who cares? Who cares? It's not a sacred symbol. It's not. I know it's like, we get it. That's your sacred symbol. You want us to worship it and like cherish it and like I know that the American flag should be folded up certain ways, but the pride flag shall never be folded. It should always be put on display no matter what. No matter what. Now he's a felon. Yeah. Very gay. Kids can't play anymore. Well, anybody, look, I work with kids, and those of us that have worked with kids, you tell a kid, don't do that, bro. Hey, bro, don't do that. He's going to go, okay. And then the minute you have your back turned, that's literally what they do. Especially something so silly as that. Because to a kid that makes no logical sense why they should be stopping from putting skid marks on a mural. To a kid, it makes no logical sense. And so you're not going to be able to convince some child, hey, if you deface that and you make skid marks on that thing, you're going to be in trouble. What if my car leaks oil on it? Then you are getting the death penalty, Marcia. Good to see you, my dude. You're getting the death penalty like immediately. And I support it, okay? Because you're not going to go around ruining my favorite God symbol, okay? Heard about the golden calf? Well, this is the LGBTQ flag. It's way better. It's way cooler. When I see these crybabies overreacting look like bullies. Man, that's exactly well, they're abusive. they're like an abusive like husband, abusive father, you know? It's like, you made me hit you. Like, I told you not to deface the mural. Now you're going to prison. Yeah, it's a small crime, but now it's a freaking felony. You're gonna have that rap sheet for the rest. Why can't you buy a gun, Derek? It's because at 19, I decided to get on a scooter and slam on the brakes on a pride mural. Now I'm a felon and I can't even vote in elections anymore. Oh God, it's just so silly. All right, guys, I've had so much fun tonight. I hope you've had fun tonight. I hope it's been the best hour of your night. I hope it's been the best hour of your day. I hope you have a great rest of your night. I'm going to get some freaking tacos. And I suggest you do the same. Get some freaking tacos. If you don't mind dropping a like, I would greatly appreciate it. And let's have a little recap. A little things that we learned together. What did we learn? What did we learn? I didn't even get to the one story I wanted to get to. Save that for tomorrow. What did we learn? I need some mic. We learned a lot of things. We learned a lot of things tonight for the live show. We learned if you're gonna get on a scooter, you can't go around defacing murals. LGBTQ murals, American flag, MAGA flags, that's fine. It's just fucking America. Boeing 77 might have exploded midair, but the planes are just fine. Get over it, get used to it. Planes are gonna explode. Things are safer than ever, and it's due to climate change. Everyone knows that. It's just the facts. Get used to it, right-wingers. We talked about Joe Biden literally stealing the words of Ronald Reagan. We talked about Joe Biden turning around when everyone was faced the other direction. For no reason. And even 95-year-old World War II vets couldn't figure out what he was doing. Idiot. We talked about a lot of things here tonight. And I feel like I learned a lot with you guys. We talked about illegal migrants marching in the streets of New York City demanding ICE be iced. The gall, the chutzpah. May your Friday be just like the migrants. Demand change in your life. Even if you don't deserve it. Even if you're in the wrong. Make a change. Drop a like on this video if you don't mind. I would greatly appreciate it. It helps the algorithms out. I would love you to do so. If you don't, I'll cry about it later tonight. I'll think about you. Have a wonderful rest of your night. And I appreciate every single one of you guys. Dude, Junior, you have an amazing weekend. Will, you have a great weekend. I appreciate you. I hope I made you LOL. Some people say he pooped his britches. Nah. He took a shit into those pants. Okay? We don't say the word poop here.